Hello, this is Mandy with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today's class is Opportunities and Sales Pipeline. So if you're here with me live, just like I shared, you can definitely drop any questions that you have in the chat. I'll try to get them answered in real time or stay a few minutes after class and help get those answered. And if you're watching this back on recording and you have any questions or run into any hiccups, you can always reach out to us via email. That is support at scottleroymarketing.com, and we'll be happy to help. So, for today's class, what are opportunities and what is a sales pipeline? So, opportunities are a way to track your transactions within Command. It's simply what it's called, opportunities. You have a contact. Looks like you may be able to help them with their real estate needs, whether it is purchasing, selling, or renting, or possibly listing a property for rent. Any of those options, you can create an opportunity within your command to help track that transaction from start to finish. So that's what an opportunity is. And I'm going to do an overview with you about that here in class. And we'll also walk through the sales pipeline together. That means from the moment you know that that is a prospective client to the point of going to closing and getting paid, what do you as an agent or transaction coordinator or leadership need to do within your command in order to make that happen and make sure you have everything turned in for compliance and things like that? So we will walk through all of that today. There's going to be a lot in this class. So again, definitely consider checking out the class archive that is also posted on our YouTube channel. I'll drop those links in the chat again for you guys. That way, after class or at any other time, you can follow along at your own pace and make sure you can come back to reference it if you need to. Okay. One little item of prep work when you're getting started with transactions in your command is you will want to make sure that you have your signature platform connected to command. A signature platform would be like DocuSign or Dotloop. It's the platform in which you get your documents, you edit them, and send them off for signatures for your clients. Okay. Some market centers don't use either one of those platforms and you may get your forms from another one like Zip Forms or your MLS board. That's okay. For today's class, for the agents that use DocuSign and Dotloop, I just want to show you really quickly where to have that linked to your command and make sure that that's done before you create your opportunities. So over here at the top right of your screen where your name is, you click that and go into your settings. Right here on the integrations or applications page, hopefully you already see your DocuSign in connected status and or your Dotloop in connected status right here. So as long as that is good to go, you should be able to move forward with your opportunities, and that way they will sync properly together, meaning you can pull documents in from DocuSign or Dotloop directly into your opportunity. If they're not synced, you may have to manually download forms onto your device and then manually upload them into Command. That's an option too, and I'll be showing you how to do that a little bit later. If you have any questions about this particular piece, or if it's showing not connected, or maybe it's in an authorization or a verification stage where it says resend email or authorize right here, if you're in either one of those statuses, you can definitely reach out to us and we can take a look at helping you with that. Or there's a tip video on our YouTube channel, this DocuSign 101, and you can definitely jump into that and we show you exactly how to get that connected in there. Okay. All right. So let's now move over to the Opportunities tab and just get a general overview of what that tab looks like and what it has to offer. It's over here on your left-hand side, two hands shaking right here. If you're not super familiar with your tabs yet, you can always click that red square and it'll pop the names out for you. You can click it again if you want to hide them. This brings us to our Opportunities tab. Lots of goodies right here on this dashboard, so let's just do a quick overview together. I do want to mention if you are on a team, if you're a team member, you may see an extra tab up here in the top left-hand corner with your team's name on it. So you may see your team tab here, maybe your personal tab here with your name, and then an all opportunities tab as well. Team members may also see discussions tabs. So it looks a little bit different for team members. If you have any questions about that, let us know. For today, I'm just going to show you from a solo agent standpoint, and that should apply to everybody, including the team members. So when you're creating your opportunities, it just means that the figures you're seeing on this dashboard for like GCI, gross commission income, if you're on your personal tab right here, you're seeing your personal opportunities and personal GCI. But if you're on your team tab, you would be seeing the team opportunities and the team numbers for GCI and things like that. Over here on the far right-hand side, you'll see an action button, Create Opportunity. We'll be jumping into this guy in just a second, and I'll show you how to create your opportunities in Command. Just below that, you do have an import and settings. You'll most likely not use these very often, but this is an old option to import loops from like .loop if you have any previous loops and things like that that you want to bring in if you work with .loop. So again, these you will not heavily use. And just below that, you'll notice you have this green line, orange line, and red, purple line, excuse me. These are your sales pipelines. So you can see you have one for your listings, your buyers, and your leases. This is just a general visual diagram showing your pipeline. The 5 images that you're seeing here on each sales pipeline are your phases. So you'll notice the cultivate stage is first. This is when you're just getting to know that contact, beginning to have that real estate conversation, and moving towards scheduling a time to meet with that client or prospective client. Appointment phase, pretty self-explanatory. This means that you have now scheduled an appointment, held the appointment with them, either or, and you would have your opportunity moved into this phase during that time period. Active means you have put pen on paper. You now have a signed agreement, whether they're your buyer or they're your seller, or possibly that you're in an agreement to help them find a rental property or list their rental property. That is the active phase. Under contract and closed are pretty self-explanatory as well. Under contract, someone has either put an offer on the property or your buyer is now under contract on a property. And then closed, you've already had that great meeting and hopefully gotten paid. So these are your phases right here. And every graphic, you'll notice that my mouse changes when I hover over the graphics. They are clickable and they will take you into your sales pipeline. So we'll be traveling there very shortly when we start reviewing the sales pipeline. But each graphic is clickable and you'll notice a number underneath each one. That shows you how many opportunities you currently have in that phase. So like for listings, we have 1 opportunity in the active phase right now. It shows you the volume of the opportunities underneath, along with the average time that those opportunities spend in that particular phase. Now, ours is a demo account, so you can see the numbers are a little skewed, but hopefully yours show much better. And over on the right-hand side, you have your GCI, again, gross commission income. Potential income is how much dollar there is to make on the opportunities that are within that particular sales pipeline itself. That's the max potential that you could make, GCI wise. Underneath is probable income. What's the likelihood that all of your opportunities are going to actually make it to the closed phase from the cultivate stage? So this takes some probability into account here. And based on the probabilities that are set up currently, this tells you what you're probably going to have as income if all of these opportunities actually make it to closing, or what percentage of them will make it to closing is how I should say that. You'll see the same here for your buyers, all the way down for sales pipeline, and again, your GCI estimates. Coming on down, you'll notice for leases, one small difference for leases You'll just notice that instead of an under contract phase, it's a pending phase. A little further down, just some more visuals to help you with your business. On the left-hand side, you'll have a ratio chart here that shares with you similar information as we saw above in the sales pipeline, just displayed in a different way so that you can better read it if you prefer this method. So listings, you have one, buyers, 9 opportunities, leases, 1 opportunity, and you have a total of 11. And then you'll also see which one of those that you have, if is it a probable or potential income, the totals for that, and then how much of your business is made up of each type of opportunity. Remember, listings, that was our green line at the top, buyers orange, leases purple. So you'll see that same color coding throughout. This shows that 9% of our business is made up of listings, 82% is made up of buyers, and 9% is made up of leases. So just a little way to keep track of your business and the makeup of it. Over here for opportunities, you have the activity chart. You can view all opportunities or one type that you would prefer to look at. So maybe we'll choose listings here. And it's just a way to track your business to see when's your peak season, when was it kind of down, just to keep an eye on that. If you have any closings this month, they would show down here at the bottom. So if you have a closing scheduled within this month, you would see it listed here. Okay. I'm going to scroll back up and touch on one more thing while we're here. That All Opportunities tab. While yes, you can navigate to your opportunities here, click into your phase, find your opportunities, you can always come to your All Opportunities tab right here to find opportunities that you're looking for. Once an opportunity has already closed and it's over 30 days since that closing date, it actually will no longer show on this tab. It will come out of your sales pipeline, so it's no longer affecting your potential and probable GCI. It will no longer show in the sales pipeline after 30 days after closing, but you can always come right back here to All Opportunities and search for any of your opportunities, including ones that you may have archived or you may have marked as lost opportunities. This is all editable as well. You can come in here and change the columns. You can move them around in different orders. And you can also use your filters right here to find specific types of opportunities that you would like to. Okay. All right, let's go back to our main opportunities tab here. And so from here, let's go ahead and click in to one of the sales pipelines so that I can show you what that actually looks like. I'm going to choose down here. Let's go into our cultivate phase for buyers. When I click into the sales pipeline here, this is what it looks like. Notice we have our phases still right here where you can see cultivate, appointment, active, and so on. Below that, see these different sections you'll see here? These are stages within your phases. So let's go back to cultivate. And so, or let's do appointment. It's a little clearer. Okay, so you have default stages already set up within your command. They are customizable. I'll show you that in just a second. And every little card that you see, like this little guy right here, this is an opportunity. So you can move him through the stages and phases as you would like to. If you'd like to move him over to active, now he's over underneath active. And for your stages, like maybe it's a searching stage, now you're in the showing stage, you're in negotiation stage. This can get as particular as you want it to, but you can always come and move your opportunity through your sales pipeline as you would like to. So I'm showing you some general navigation here with opportunities in your sales pipeline, but we will walk through the sales pipeline the whole way together in just a minute. From here, you'll notice that you have a little task icon right here. These are tasks that are associated with your particular opportunity. And so this is just a quick way. Maybe you need to jump in and see what tasks you need to do for that particular opportunity. You can just come right here and click that and view the tasks. Okay. And so let's go back out of this for just a second, and I'm going to open the opportunity so that you can actually see what it looks like when you open the opportunity itself. You can do that by clicking on the name of the opportunity right here. And this is what an opportunity looks like once you're actually in it. We'll spend a good amount of time today once we are in this and getting it set up and showing you all the things that you can change and customize within the opportunities. Okay. And so we'll go through this in just a few moments. I just want to show you what it actually looks like when you're in an opportunity itself. You'll see the name of the opportunity at the top, any contact that you have linked to it, and you'll have different tabs that you can work through in this opportunity, along with those tasks I mentioned earlier, which we'll visit shortly. All right. So that is what it looks like when you jump in your sales pipeline and manage your opportunities, move them around through the sales pipeline. And this is what it looks like when you're actually viewing an opportunity. So I'm actually going to back out again to our opportunities tab right here. And I want to show you how to even get an opportunity created in the first place so that you can see how to do that. So from right here, we'll go to create opportunity. And a window should open like this for you. If you are part of multiple market centers, you'll first want to choose which market center that this particular opportunity would be for. If you are on a team, you may want to pay attention to this tab up here at the top right, whether you are creating a personal opportunity or a team opportunity. The opportunity type, you get to choose listing, buyer, landlord, or tenant. For today, we'll just choose listing. And the owner, again, depending if you're on a team or not, this is usually automatically set for you and you don't have to worry about adjusting that. For client, when you put your cursor here, don't worry when it says no options. This will pull directly from your contacts. So you can just begin typing in the name of the contact if you already have your contacts in command, and you can choose a person from the drop down. If this person is not in your command contacts just yet, you can always come right here and add a new person to create that contact if you want to. We're just going to choose this little guy right here for today. You can also add a co-seller, same way if you'd like. The opportunity name does default to the contact's name and has listing after it. You can always come in here and adjust this as you would like to. So we can just say fake road, 123, and say person McPerson. So it's whatever you want to name your guys, your opportunities, whatever helps you. Custom tags are next. This is a little different than the tags you would normally see in like your command contacts. This is a completely different set of tags. These are mainly to help you keep let me think of how to say this, how to organize your opportunities. If you ever want to come in and say, I want to find how much of my business was military this year, how much of it was seniors, how much was it referrals or family. So you can create these tags to label your opportunities so that you'll be able to filter, sort, and organize through your opportunities and see what your business was made of, right? So you can come in here and say, okay, this was a military relo, and we'll go ahead and add that tag to it. You can add tags or create them as much as you would like. So let's say we don't have this particular tag yet. You'll see it gives you the option to create that tag right here as you're going. If you add a tag and you don't want it, you can just click the X and remove it. At any point, you can always come back and edit the tags, add more, take them off, whatever you want to do. I'll show you how to edit an opportunity after it's created shortly. From here, you'll notice some of the fields that you most likely don't have some of this information just yet, and that's okay. The only ones that are required will have the red asterisks right here. So you will want to make sure that there's something in those fields already selected, but the ones that do not have the red asterisks, you don't have to worry about just yet. For commission, we'll go ahead and put this here. Opportunity phase and stage, it automatically defaults to the very first phase, which is cultivate, and then the very first stage within the phase, which is lead nurture. But you can always come in right here. Let's say we're just going to go ahead and say this went really quick. We're already in the active phase. We're ready to put pen to paper for this guy. And so we'll go ahead and say we're in this phase and stage and create the opportunity. Okay. So I'm going to click away from this screen, but if you had clicked create your opportunity, the next screen you will see is within that opportunity. So just like I showed you when you click into the opportunity, that's what you would be looking at. So I'm going to click away from this here. That's how you actually create your opportunity. Again, once your opportunity is created and you ever need to come and find it, you can always click in to your phases and stages right here to find them, or you can always come to all opportunities and use your search and filter options to find your opportunity you're looking for. Okay. So let's go ahead and review inside an opportunity and talk about the sales pipeline. So we're going to go ahead and go back over here and we're going to use one of our buyer opportunities for today. I think I just moved him. This will work. So give me 2 seconds. It was one I was messing with earlier. This is this one. Okay. So we're going to use this guy as our test for today for our opportunity. And all I did was click on the opportunity's name. So we're back into an opportunity. Notice that you've got a details tab, documents, offers and commissions, and then your notes and your timeline are pretty self-explanatory. If you have any notes that you want to be creating and tracking during this opportunity, you can put them here. And a timeline will show you everything that this opportunity has been through and done, and you can come through and actually set a different date range, look for the type of activity that has happened with the opportunity, and apply your filters. And you should see a timeline right here on the right that'll let you review what all has happened with that opportunity. So let's start right back over here with the details. You've gotten your contact, you've added it into command, and now you've created your opportunity because you see that there is potential here to help this person with a real estate need, right? And so now you'll want to start making sure you have the details filled in for this particular opportunity. This is a buyer opportunity, and you'll see our contact that we already linked is right here. And it is a hyperlink. At any point, you can click your client's name up there at the top, and it will take you to their command contact profile. Okay. You also have a hyperlink at all times to get right back to your sales pipeline right up here if you need to. In a listing opportunity, something that's a little different is you would also have a link in this particular area right here where you can choose to link the property to your opportunity once it is on the MLS. Down here under the details tab, some of this information was already completed when you were creating your opportunity, but you can always come in and edit the details on an opportunity right here with the pencil. So you would just click the pencil, and the fields that are grayed out are unable to be edited, but any ones that are not, you can simply put your cursor in there and change the name if you need to. Okay. Coming on down, you can also update the clients that are on your opportunity as well as the other fields that you see here. We're going to go ahead and close that and come over to the property information. For the buyer opportunities, you would just click that pencil and come in and begin typing in the address for the property. We'll just choose one here. We'll go to Virginia today. And so once you choose the address from the drop down, you notice it automatically fills in the fields for you. You can choose your property type. And if you do need to make some adjustments, like let's say it was a different number here, you can always add that in if you need to. It doesn't have to be exactly what the address is that populated. So you can make adjustments if you need to and just click save. Whoop, I missed one. Let's say it's a resale. There we go. You'll notice now that our field is updated, and we'll visit this edited and sync transaction here in just a second. But you can fill out your fields for your particular opportunity details here. Especially pay attention to the key dates fields right here. As you move through that transaction, you'll definitely want to come here and click this pencil and make sure that you are keeping the key dates updated on your opportunities. This will help you in the long run, especially when it comes to creating tasks for your opportunities, which we'll review in just a second. There is a way now to schedule tasks based on a key date for your opportunity. Like maybe you know that you want to do a follow-up phone call 2 weeks after closing for your opportunities. You can create a task to be scheduled for 2 weeks after closing. And that way, no matter what the closing date is on your opportunity, that task will know exactly what date to create itself on, and it will prompt you exactly 2 weeks after the closing date. There's also ways to create tasks like call the photographer 2 weeks prior to this, or 2 weeks after the staging date, or 1 week after the staging date, whatever you'd want. So that's why it's really imperative to come in and make sure your key dates are updated on your opportunity, because it will affect your tasks that are created for the opportunity. You'll see you have a few other fields down here at the bottom, and we'll scroll back up. So you've gotten your client, started your opportunity, you've gotten your details filled out, and now it's time to prep some documents to go to your appointment. So you would come right here to your Documents tab. And over here on the left-hand side, you should see the option to check for a list. It's called a checklist. It's a compliance checklist. And you would choose this list, whichever one applies to your transaction. Each one will be different for each market center. Your market center creates these compliance checklists. So in this list, while you're only seeing South Carolina and North Carolina on this opportunity, yours may say residential, commercial, um, things like that, land, farm, whatever. Whatever your market center has created a checklist for, you would just choose from this list whichever one applies to this transaction for you. Okay? So we'll just choose a list there. Once a list is chosen, you will see folders or tabs right here for each different, I guess you could say, each part of the opportunity when you're in consultation, once you've got them under contract, and then once it's closed. And you'll see the documents over here on the right of what your market center requires for compliance, so that you will know what forms you need to have done for these transactions. So when we're in consultation, these are the 2 forms required for a buyer opportunity with this market center. Once we're under contract, notice the forms changed. I'm going to scroll down so you can see. It will show you the forms that are required, the forms that are conditional, and we should see an optional. There's one. You'll see some optional forms as well. So right here, it shows you the forms you'll need. And when you're ready, you can go to your signature platform, whether it's DocuSign or Dotloop, to get those forms. Over here in the top right-hand corner, if it's your very first time in your opportunity, you should see a Start a Transaction button. You would click that Start a Transaction button, and it will either open .loop for you in a new tab or it will open DocuSign for you in a new tab. That's where you would navigate to get to your forms, edit them, and send them for signatures. We do have another class called DocuSign 101. So you can definitely check that out. That's kind of a part two to this class. That will walk you through from this particular step where you're starting your transaction to getting in there with your forms, making sure you can access them, edit them, and you know how to send them for signatures. So you're sending your documents to your clients, you're getting signatures back. Let's go back to our consultation right here. So we're on in our consultation phase of the opportunity. And for this, now that you have the document signed in either DocuSign or .loop, how do you get them to your market center? This is how you would do it. You can come right here and check in the drop down. And if you had signed documents within, this one's with DocuSign. If you had signed documents within DocuSign, you would see them in the drop down right here where you can choose them. This is what I was referring to earlier when I said that the platform will sync with command and you can pull in forms from DocuSign and .loop right into your command opportunity. This is that. If you do not have DocuSign or .loop linked to command, or maybe you have your signed documents on another platform like Zip Forms, you can manually add them to your opportunity, and I'll show you that here. Instead of attaching files from, you can flip over and say, attach files from my computer. Notice now we can drop the files. Let me grab our files here, and I'll pull that into view for you guys. So we have our files here. You can literally drag and drop files over into your opportunity. It'll take it just a second. There we go. Got a green banner, and it shows our file right here. Or you can choose that browse option and it will open your file so that you can come in and choose that way as well. If you have a file that you need to add in for this opportunity and you don't see it listed here, or maybe I know in some cases, like you'll have an option to add in maybe one or two addenda, maybe you have three or four and you need to add more. You can always come right here to these three dots right here and do add document. Choose the document name, choose the document type. You can add additional notes if you want, and you can specify whether you're pulling this document in from your computer or your signature platform like DocuSign. We'll just leave it to computer for today. I can drag and drop the form right here or browse again. We'll grab another one. Once you see that uploaded fully, you should see the name of the document right here and have the option to remove it if you want, and just click Save. Now you'll see that additional document down here at the bottom. Okay. Notice that our status changed from not uploaded to uploaded. And now that we have documents for all of these required documents, we can come right here to the top and submit to Market Center. This will send a notification to your Market Center leadership. They'll be able to review your files. They'll either approve it, reject it, or send you a note asking for clarification on some things. You'll be able to see the status over here in the left. You'll also see some icons beside each one of these labels here. If you ever need to come and check the status, you'll also get a notification bell within your command, letting you know the status of your compliance review. So that was in the consultation phase. Let's say you're now going under contract with this particular opportunity. So we'll click under contract and come here. Assuming you have an offer to make, this is a buyer. So right here under offers and commissions, you would then come here. You have this as well underneath your listings your listing opportunities too. You'll have an offers and commissions tab, and you'll need to come and create the offer or multiple offers right here. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that. You would click add new offer. You can name the offer. We'll just say first offer. Notice that it automatically populates the property address we had entered under our details tab. So again, importance and stressing, make sure that details tab is updated as you move through your opportunity. If for some reason it's not here, or maybe it's changed, or you just need to find it on the KWLS, you can always click right here and pick a listing from this. Don't worry when it says, sorry, no listings matched your search. If you don't have your MLS synced to your command just yet, this is the page that you'll see, but you can still find listings here. Over on the far right, instead of your listings, you'll just want to toggle over to all listings. Give it just a second. And from right here, you'll start to see listings populate. You can use the street address or MLS number to search. MLS number will always be a better choice just because it helps narrow them down a little further. And you also have a status option right here that you can go and look for, like currently for sale properties. Okay, so I'm going to search in here and see if we can find one. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and just select this top listing and then click away. Now we see that that address has been added to our offer. And then from there, you would just make sure that the fields with the asterisks are filled out. For the buyer information, you can indicate to Honey, that's a great question. How do you link your MLS to command? We have a tip video on how to do that. Or if not, I can actually grab an article for you guys by the end of class, and I will make sure you have that. I'm just putting myself a note here. Um, Actually, it's right here. Let me go ahead and drop that in there for you. Here you go. It's the article to walk you through claiming your listings in command. So it's always a good idea to go ahead and link your MLS to command, and that way you're all set for success. So back to the offer right here for buyer info, you can mark whether your buyer is pre-approved or pre-qualified. And obviously, you're going to show as the buyer representative. The seller information, you would fill that out here. And the seller's agent representative. You can also add co-sellers if you want. And then the terms and dates. So you can put in here the terms and dates of this deal. There we go. And it will automatically figure out the finance for you. And you can put your earnest percentage either by percentage or amount. It's whichever you want to do. And it will just that. Choose who's going to hold the escrow or the earnest money. And then you can also choose your close date. This is quite an old opportunity, so let's jump ahead a little bit. Hopefully our dates won't mess up. There we go. And you can just go ahead and put your cursor in here as well. So what's today's date? There we go. You can add any contingencies that you want as well and any comments. Once you're done, you can click create and accept or just create offer. And it should bring you right back here to your offers tab again. Let's say this might be a listing opportunity and you've actually gotten 2 offers on the property. You can go ahead and add a new offer. We'll name this one second offer. Go through filling out your information again. Change your dates for your contract date. If you don't have a contract date, you can leave it blank and just do the proposed closing date. So we'll say these guys are offering to close a little earlier, and create offer. So this is what it looks like when you have multiple offers on the offers tab. And so you can come here and review them. You also have an option right here to edit or remove offer as well if you need to. And you can accept or reject um, your offer as well. So once you know which offer they want to move forward with, you can go ahead and accept the offer. Lets you review it one more time, and you need to add your contract date. So that would be for today. And you can click Save and Accept. Something a listing opportunity has too, guys. Oh, great day. Okay, I'm going to go grab another opportunity because you can see we have an error. This is tech in real time for you guys. So let me go grab one of our other opportunities that hopefully we can move forward and get into the, is that my same one I was in? Nope. Let's see if I can get this one to approve and get to the commissions tab. So there we go. Okay. So all I did was move into another opportunity, guys. Sorry about flipping the screen so fast. So right here with our offers, you can see our offer was accepted. It is currently in accepted status. So we accepted the offer. And now you can go to manage your commission. This is what a commission overview will look like within your opportunity. So again, once you've created your offer, accepted your offer, now you would submit a commission request to your market center. So you will come in here. Remember, your pencils mean that you can edit. So you'll want to come in and make sure all of your information is pulling correctly from that details tab in your opportunity and from your offer. You can add additional contingencies. For the commission information, this is where you can come in and add outside referrals. You can also edit the buyer commission or your listing commission. So we'll click that here so you can see. And again, you may see some errors on ours since it is a demo account, but this is where you can come in and like add a concession, add a bonus. I'm going to click out of that and show you where you can add an agent payment as well and come in here, choose an agent from your market center or possibly from your team that helped you with this. You'll enter how many units they get, and it will help you calculate the information for their commission and their split. Coming on down, you do have options here as well to give into Bold Scholarship, KW Cares, Next Gen, things like that. You can also add an inside referral or add deductions to your commission requests. We'll go ahead and cancel out. Once you've changed all of your information on the left-hand side, you should see the summary over here on the right and see it balance out. You can also add notes right here to your market center if you need to add anything additional, or maybe you had questions. Maybe there's a piece of the commission that you weren't sure where to add it. Whatever you need to do, you can always put your note right here and make sure you've saved when you add your note. And when you're ready to submit the commission request, you can click Submit. Okay. This is typically going to be after all of the contingencies are met, after you've gotten past due diligence, after you've gotten out of the home inspection, all the goodness. So you're clear, the appraisal's good, and you're moving towards closing. You can go ahead and submit your commission request here. And again, it will work like your compliance checklist. You'll get a notification once it's come back and once it's approved, and you'll see the status right here in the top right as well. Don't forget to come back to your Documents tab. And now that you're under contract, you'll want to make sure you upload documents here as well for everything especially required and anything conditional or optional that you need to add in for your documents. Once you've added your documents here, you'll again submit to your market center so that they can approve this as well. Once the opportunity closes, you would come to close, submit your forms again, and submit to Market Center for that particular phase to also be approved. Okay. A couple of other things. That's the sales pipeline portion of your opportunity and how you move through and navigate that from being under consultation, under contract, and closed. There's a couple of other like things that I want to show you with your opportunities, features within your command that you can use. On offers and commissions, there's an extra little feature when it's a listing. So I'm going to go back over to a listing opportunity. Let's find our little listing right here in our sales pipeline. We'll jump into this guy and go to the offers and commissions tab. Right here with the offers and commissions tab, if we had, I'm not seeing it today. I bet that's because it's the old opportunities. So in the new opportunities within your account, you should see the option to send an offer summary to your clients. So it would actually show the stats of the offer in a really cute chart form. So at a glance, they can compare their offer, or especially if you have more than one offer, they're able to see the differences at a glance. It doesn't send them the actual paperwork for the offer. It's just like a quick summary so that they can review the offer that they've received. And there's a way to add in your pros and cons with your expert advice onto that email as well. So look for that within your listing opportunities. The other things that I would like to show you within an opportunity are the tasks associated with them. Up here at the top, I briefly showed you this before, but now we're in an opportunity with tasks. I want to show you that you have for every phase and every stage within the phase, you can have tasks to do for that particular opportunity. Once you're in this opportunity and you click the tasks in the opportunity here, these are all tasks associated with this specific opportunity. These will also populate for you under your Tasks tab in Command. But if you're in here working on your opportunity, you can always come here for the tasks. You can add due dates for the particular task. It gives you several options, and we have tip videos on these particular things here, like how to handle your tasks for opportunities. So definitely check those out. But remember when I said earlier how important it is to keep your details and your key dates current within your opportunity? This is why when you come to a due date, you have an option to schedule this for a smart due date or before and after that smart due date. That is a key date that you have on your opportunity. So maybe you don't know that it's going to be April 5th of this year, but you do know it needs to happen 1 week before whatever your staging date is going to be. You can just choose that special key date from the drop down. So let's say here's our staging date, and we need this particular task to happen 1 week before the staging date, and you can reschedule it. We may get an error because it's old. Yep. So it's not going to let us reschedule it. But that's how you would add a due date to your tasks here, especially the smart due date. You can also come in and mark them complete by checking the checkbox. And over on the right, anytime you see those three little dots in Command, always check there because you do have some hidden menus. You can always create a new task and apply a checklist. So I want to share this with you. Remember how I said that the phases and stages can be customized for your business? Along with these tasks, you can also create a task template, a checklist template that would apply to all of your future opportunities so that you don't have to recreate the wheel every time trying to recreate the tasks that you want to do for every transaction. So let me show you briefly here how to do that. We'll actually come back out to your Opportunities tab and just click into anywhere to get into your pipeline. So we'll just click right here to get into the pipeline. We're in the Listings pipeline. And so right here where you see stages and checklists, this is where you're going to be able to edit these stages underneath your phases and also your tasks that will apply to all of your opportunities. I do want to point out that the phases themselves, these 5 phases, these are not able to be edited, but definitely the stages within each one can be. So we'll click on stages and checklists. This is where you can come to get your system set up and personalized for you. Right here, you'll see the stage name. You can reorder them. You can click the edit pencil if you would like to change the name or even the probability for them. Remember when I said each stage has a probability? That's the chance or percentage that the opportunity in that stage will actually make it to closing. So, been in business a while, you've started noticing that actually opportunities in your cultivate stages have like a 30% chance of getting to the closing table. You can come in here and adjust your probability. That would be great. That way your GCI projections will be more accurate to your particular business. Checklist should show right here, and apparently we're having a little bit of a glitch today, so it is just scrolling like this. But you should see your little task icon right here and be able to click into your checklist. When you click into the checklist, it would look exactly like the task icon we just viewed within that opportunity, showing you all the phases and stages and allowing you to create tasks for each phase and stage for your opportunities. When you set it up here, it will apply to all future opportunities. I want to give you a link that KW has provided to give you a sample checklist. I'm going to drop that in the chat. If you're watching this back by video, you can look in the description of this YouTube video and see the link. It will prompt you to make a copy, but that is a sample checklist template that you can literally copy and paste into your checklists for your phases and stages. That way, moving forward, your opportunities will already have the tasks created for you, and you're not always having to recreate the wheel every time. Okay? So we're going to come back to our opportunities tab here. We've walked through the sales pipeline together. I've shown you the things within your opportunity dashboard here and how to manage and edit and customize your opportunities. There's one last thing I want to show you. It's called client updates. There's a tip video. I can't walk you through all the steps today to do it because it is a little involved, but there's a tip video on client updates for your opportunities. This is a way that your client would receive daily emails once a day, and it would give them an update of the tasks that you have marked complete on their opportunity. Don't panic just yet. You get to control the different tasks that they see. So if you want them to see the ones that say, appointment scheduled for X, the photographer is scheduled for this date, things like that, they would get a little daily email, very nice, shows your branding, looks professional, and it's automatically generated. You don't have to do it. So it's a great way to let Command continuously communicate with your client and help them feel engaged. But you can also control that they don't get those or don't get specific tasks. Like if you're in the cultivate stage and you've added yourself a task to find the person on social media, don't worry, they won't get the update that says that you officially and successfully stalked them on social media. So you get to control it. But again, there's a way that Command would automatically update your client with the progress of their transaction without you having to do it. So it's some good leverage. Check it out. It's called Client Updates, and that's a tip video on our YouTube. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Drop any questions that you guys have in the chat. I'll be happy to stay for a few minutes and help get those answered. And if you're watching this back on recording and you have any questions, you can always reach out to us via email. That's support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.